Hey YouTube, Drew the Shed here. Having another Sunday smoke here, outside at the picnic table. Taking advantage of being able to get outside while I still can. As you can see, it's a slightly breezy, a little bit overcast, 50-degree day with some fall color changing. And because it's already snowed twice here, I'm taking advantage of being able to use the picnic table while I can before I am forced to be in the shed. I know I did not appear for you last week, and today's pipe smoking session will touch on why that was. But first, a little bit of the obligatory housekeeping. I am smoking a Savinelli 320 2016 St. Nicholas. And in it, I am smoking the legendary McClelland Balkan Blue. I think it is very special when a tobacco reaches its what I would consider legendary status. All of the esoterica tobaccos have, just because of their rarity. But then you have your more common blend houses, like McClelland. And when they come out with something very special and likable by almost everyone, such as Balkan Blue, formerly Blue Mountain, it's a very unique thing, and something that I think that McClelland should definitely take pride in. So, why wasn't I around last week? Well, being someone that tends to be very thoughtful and give advice, I definitely exemplified some hubris. That being, I let other people get to me. And not anybody on the YTPC or YouTube. Don't think it was that. It wasn't somebody trolling me. It was the people I work with, the situations I encountered with work. I let them get to me. Things that I had absolutely no change over. Things that I should absolutely not worry about. I let them get to me. And in letting them get to me, I got wrapped up in that. So concerned about things that I had no power over, and things that I shouldn't be worrying about. I didn't want to be myself. I forgot to be myself. And unfortunately, I think we all have moments like that, where the things that are a part of our lives that we have no power over, we let them have too much precedence, and because of that, we lose who we are because we get lost in those things. You know, it's one of those things, if I have done everything that I could do to make the situation better, and it still isn't because of other people, how much concern should I really have over it? I did my part, and that should be good enough. But I think the overlying fact sometimes comes in that I like to see things go right and succeed to the point where other people frustrate me when I see their actions possibly not leading to success. And it's about finding a good balance of when to say, you know what, I've done enough. It's time to walk away. It's time to be content with what I have done and the achievements I have made. And every situation is different. You know, the level of involvement that you need to have in each situation it's going to be different. And I think for a long time, and this continues to cement the fact that sometimes I don't like working in teams. And I think us as pipe smokers a lot of us can relate to that, because this act of pipe smoking is often a solitary one. Just drinking some water here. It's not something that I need another person to do it with. And sure, it is fun to smoke with other people, but it is nowhere needed. And I think it's interesting that, you know, because of that, I look at a lot of projects and I get frustrated and annoyed with people because they wouldn't do it the way I would do it, or they wouldn't do it on the same time frame that I would do it. And it's from things like that where I need to go, hey, they're doing it right. It's things you can't change. And you know you're going to get to the place you need to be at the end. Let them do their part of the work their way. So, yeah, I let things like that just build up and get to me. And I think we can all do that sometimes. That we just let things that are inconsequential to us, so we know we're still going to end up right, bug us. You know, I change my oil in my truck a certain way. I've always done this. I've always taken the oil filter off first and then drained the oil pan. I don't know why I've always done that. I'm sure that there's going to be somebody out there that says, no, that's absolutely wrong. You should always, take the oil drain plug out first and then the oil filter. I'm sure there's good reasons to both ways. It's things like that we let bug us, because it's the same thing's gonna get done. It's just in a different manner. I prefer cooking a certain way. I like I do it a certain way. I prepare things a certain way. Someone else might prepare them differently. It's things like that. It's still going to equal the same dish. I know some people get bent out of shape about toilet paper. Do you put the toilet paper up on the back, or do you go over the front? I know some people really get bent out of shape about that. I used to. And that's one of those things I had to let go, because I realized, I like it over the front, or over the back, or I don't even remember anymore which way I liked it. But, it all cleans your butt. And at the end of the day, the really important thing is that your butt don't stink. So, it all does it. So I guess this week what I'm gonna leave you with this piece of advice, and use it towards your life. No matter which way the toilet paper goes, in the end, your butt don't stink. And with that, be kind and good to each other till I see you again.